Well, I just pressed the wrong button there, didn't I? No fancy intro on this one today, guys. I am strictly to business. Business being this live stream. And I had some tunes prepared. And I just exited the tunes. Tunes should be back about now. How is everyone? I guess we'll say hi to the post-stream viewers. There's not a lot of people waiting to watch today because I didn't schedule it early enough, but I'm sure we'll get a few viewers in a minute. So post-stream viewers, how are you? Rather say pretty much every live stream. It actually baffles me how many people watch the post-stream. So hello to you guys. My computer is asking me to do a Windows update and I am refusing to do it right now because obviously that would interrupt our live stream. G'day Chev, how are you? G'day Steve. I hope everyone is well. Is everyone breeding at the moment? That's a real question. I think once a few more people get in the chat, I might ask that question. It seems that my flower horns have all decided to lay eggs at once. There's the flower horns in pairs that are laying. There's a couple of girls that are by themselves laying. What's going on here? Why is there Spotify on my computer? Let's uninstall that. Add remove programs. So I've been using a laptop with Windows 10 on it. I didn't realise how much I could use the search feature at the bottom. You know, like nothing like uninstalling programs during a live stream. What is anybody playing games? I own a PC and a VR, and I haven't got anything I'm enjoying at the moment. I was thinking about getting my steering wheel back out and hooking it up to the VR and seeing how, and racing. The thing is, I've got 3 monitors that go from there all the way around to there, so to me I can't see the VR being much better than that. G'day John, how are you? I've seen you got some new specimens in the water in the last few days. One ray pup. One ray pup is better than no ray pup. I got some new, we'll call them fish. Let's just call them native shrimp. And I do not live in Western Australia. Yeah, so if we let's have a bit of a gander. What have I done? If I go, what have I done here? I just want to move the camera. Alright, so oh, it's that screen there. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get this screen shared. Why is I'll just put that there like that, and then I've got so many layers on my screen that when I go to move shit around, it here, so if I don't say the name of them, it'll be alright, eh? So I wanted the basics of this breed of fish because yeah, I just don't have the desire to try to look after crystals and that in my day and age. But if you know grading, the problem here is the picture opens. Alright, so send the pup to John. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Did you hear near disaster? Woke up this morning in the tank. Oh, that's not good, John. There's nothing worse than finding a draining tank. So, obviously, I was in the market for something around either Painted Fire or Bloody Mary, but obviously Western Australia, it's a bit of a touchy subject, whether you can... I could probably find higher if I wanted. The grade I got is Fire Red. So, we'll see. If anything, like, I think Bloody Mary is a little bit too dark for my liking. So I almost think maybe this is a bad example, because in this one the Fire Red actually looks better than the Painted Fire Red. But anyway, I paid more than a red cherry's worth. So he was, the same guy was selling these guys here, basically Sakura grade, I don't know how to say it, and they were $1 each, and then he was selling these for $4 each. I know it's still not much money, but we'll see. I'll see how they grow. I might even throw a bit of the Flowerhorn red chili food in their feed. I've had the red nose and the algae eaters, the West Australian versions, but they get quite big. Oh, so one thing I might add is the tank they're in is the SpongeBob tank, and it's exclusively them with one. Well, there's two male yellow cherries in there, but yeah, so unfortunately I might get crossbreeding, but I don't know, it doesn't bother me. Yeah, so even this one here, to me, if I move my head out of the way, to me that Fire Red grade looks better than the Painted Fire Red grade in most of the illustrations. What's everyone's thought? See, this one, the Painted Fire Red, looks better than the Fire Red. Full coverage and colour including leg and saddle. So basically the difference is eggs are not visible unless you look at them underneath. Be interesting to see what they grow up like. I don't expect the world $4 each. You can't expect the highest grade, but we'll see. So, speaking of tanks draining, the 8 foot in the fish in the shed, it's been losing water, but I can't figure out where. You ever get that? It's like the filter drops the water level to a certain spot and it's not getting lower than that, but the filter's still working. It's very confusing. I'm thinking about selling the 8 foot with the IBCs as one. Silicon failing on a new tank. That sucks. That's a solid effort. I'm not going to talk about it. I've had preempted leaks, like leaks that I knew were going to happen. Let's just say it that way. I haven't had shock horror. Oh no, call the police. Oh no, Steve. So here's one for you, if you don't already know. The 7 by 4 foot tank in my fish room, that cracked on first fill. Now I don't know the full story behind it, whether the person that brought it got some money back or anything, but all I know is I got it second hand for free and it had never been used. Like, it was in brand new condition and it had sat at the back of the garage for a couple of years with the majorly cracked base. And if you've seen in the videos, like, it's got the shittest patch job, but it's lasted how many years? That's been full for like 4 years or something. I've always thought about becoming a tank builder, and the main thing that doesn't is that fear of someone's tank busting after you sell it to them, you know. Obviously you'd have insurance, but insurance doesn't cover guilt. Can you hear Cooper? Out of curiosity, I'm going to Google shrimpies on Gumtree. There's quite a few results for Western Australia. I wonder if I can find the guy that I got mine off. Unless his ad's not up anymore. I can't remember what suburb it was. That's not it. What suburb did I don't even remember where I picked him up from. I feel like getting fire red cherries for $4 each is actually a pretty good deal, now that I look at it. Yeah, I've always been pretty fussy with my... So one thing is, I've always made my own stands. I wonder if that's got contributing factor, like being a cabinet maker and like... Just I feel like I would spend that extra 10% of effort on the stand. So if you look at, like, I've got these cherries, should turn out pretty nice. When they were like babies, they look almost as good as that guy there. That's a girl, but you get it. And then these are the babies from them that are the same size as the ones I got. So I've got high hopes. must have bought that guy out. $15 each. These used to be like $110 each. I remember when I used to have to worry about that sort of water parameters. Can't be bothered anymore. I feel like over east you guys will have way more. Maybe this was the guy. That could possibly have been the guy. That photo looks familiar. I think that might be the guy. See, he's got like the standard cherries and then... But that says $2 each. He was selling the normal red cherries for $1 each in the ad that I saw. Unless he's put the price up because he had a good sale last weekend or something. No, that ad's old. Who knows? What's like everywhere else? What happens if I put painted? Oh, I look away for 2 secs and the chat's going off. G'day Blake, how are you? How's the young fella going? It looks like he's got a full head of hair on him. Ah yeah, gym tiles. I just use 10mm styrofoam. Heaps of people say that that's too thin, but... And I don't use full sheets, I just cut strips and put them on the frame. This is the only ad with painted in there. Painted fire red. Really not showing off the painted fire red. Maybe that one there. There, up the top there. How did I miss that? Orange eye blue tigers, they used to be one of my favourite. Anyway, I'm not getting back into shrimp. I'm just chilling, if you know what I mean. Oh, my young fella is like within 10 days of walking, I reckon. He can walk with like one finger just like guiding his hand. And then it's all over Red Rover. Maybe I'll see if I can get a nice photo of the shrimp tonight, and if I do, I'll put it on the members. I'm thinking about getting into shorts, guys. So if you don't know, there's a huge change coming with YouTube and shorts. And once it goes through, I'm thinking about posting on YouTube shorts and canning TikTok. What do you reckon? So when I had crystals, I don't know what you're doing. For crystals, I had an automatic top-up unit, and I was feeding, I think it was like 50% RO, 50% tap water or something, and I was mixing that into a 50 litre tub, and then the RO was topping it up, and it used to like splash tiny little bit, and I never actually did a water change on it. It was just this tiny splash off the back where the sump, it had like a sump set up on it, and that was my water change as such. I think 50 litres was lasting me like a week, and I used to add a little bit of buffers. I had CO2 on it, and I had 88 aqua soil in it, and it kicked ass. Everything bred like crazy in it. I'll try to find a photo. I do miss that tank. I should try to find it. I know, I've got a feeling the tank's got broken. I know who I sold it to, and I don't think he sold it. And he was very rough with tanks, to say the least. That's like the kindest way I can put it. You guys have seen it before, haven't you? But then, like, so it was basically like it is now in Western Australia, where they're not legal, but people are posting online and nobody's talking about the fact that they're illegal. And then there was a couple of big busts, and that's when I decided it was time to get out of shrimp. Where's the photo? Dun, dun, dun. There. If I set this up good, you guys can. Here we go. I've never watched any YouTube shorts. It's, from what I know, it's going to become a lot bigger. And what happened then? I lost everything. The screen's all minimized. Alright. I'll make me small. Look, there we go. Couple of nice pictures. I need to see what you guys are writing. Yeah, Blake, so the new update that's coming to YouTube, apparently they're separating shorts from the main videos, and that's, so basically what you said's going to happen. You'll be able to separate them, and it won't interrupt like your subscription feed. Nah, so so basically with the shrimp, once they're here, I know they're not fine, but the fisheries don't really have the resources to police it. So the only people that have been charged is people that are importing, but technically if they wanted to charge somebody just housing them, they can. So that, I don't know. We'll wait and see. I haven't looked right into it. I've only seen people on TikTok talking about how it's going to be the TikTok killer, but we'll see. Alright, so as you know, shrimp can be finicky. So if you look in this tank, up the top there's 88 aqua soil, and originally all three were full, and I was having my pH was too low, and I was having trouble getting it back up, and I actually took some of the aqua soil out and put pool filter sand down the bottom. So it looks kind of cool, the contrasting colours, but it was actually for a reason. It wasn't just for the fun of it. And then you can see that bottom right hand tank, that water level is a bit lower. That's even with the auto top up turned on. It's just so if the power went out it didn't overflow. But yeah, I think it was like up here somewhere there was a leak, but it didn't drip on the stand. It used to run down the hose, and I let it chill because it was basically my way of automatic water changes if you want to call it that. I don't know how far apart these photos are as in timeline. I guess you could tell by the plants. That plant there is way bigger than that one. The tanks, I built them. They were 4 by 1 by 1. So basically 12 1-foot cubes. And it just looked so cool. Had like LED floodlights. The fish that I would fork out for again is if I could get another Fahaka puffer, I would. Pike cichlids would be cool. The thing is with the illegal list is like some of the fish on there just would be impossible to even keep alive in a river. And it's like, why is it illegal? And looking at this setup wants me to get it going again. You can't really see any shrimp in it. There's some sort of white shrimp there. Or is it a shrimp? Who knows? I can't remember what was in each tank. I feel like one of these two left ones was orange-eyed blue tigers. Who knows? If only mobile phones had better cameras back then. The bottom tanks I've had like just your basic cherries in them. The idea was like the better water conditions are up top because that's where the water flows in, and then the lower conditions are down low. I think the water didn't actually flow through all 12. There was inlet. There was 2 outlets, one on each one, and the 2 were not isolated, but it didn't flow all the way down. It went across these 2 and then down and back through that one. It'd even be a cool better rack. Oh no, not really. They can't go. If the dividers were black, it would be cool. Panda Uaro. Oh, that's interesting, Blake. G'day QC, how are you? CPDs are illegal. Yeah. I had a source to get the Fahaka puffers and I waited like a year or two for them, and then I got them and killed them in 2 days. That was so depressing. It still hurts my soul now thinking about it. John says no shots are terrible. Yeah, so Steve, I always wonder that, like, there's a couple of rare ass fish that I've got that I've lost, and it's like, that's why they're rare. Man, I wish I never sold these tanks. The stand was shit, but just the tanks. If I kept the tanks, and they were like brand new. The backs were painted in 2-pack paint. No fucking rattle cans or anything. Like, they were really nice tanks. They're actually some of the first tanks I ever built. My biggest problem with them is they had this sponge on top for the water flow. If I did it again, I would have drilled a hole and put fly wire on it instead of sponge on top. But obviously, with shrimp, the babies could probably get through fly wire. This can't be my fish room. Fun fact, Blake, I don't think I own any Texas Holy Rock at all. Not one piece. I'm pretty sure I don't. I've only got coral and limestone. I don't really miss the shrimp. I just miss the tanks. I was pretty novice too. Like, the tank was set up good. Like, but it wasn't because of knowledge. It was because of research, if that makes sense. So I pretty much, like, a local shrimp breeder gave me a ton of advice and I just followed his advice word for word, but I didn't actually have the knowledge myself, if that makes sense. Blake says same thing, except it's like free and Texas Holy Rock is very, very expensive. What other tanks did I have? Oh, so this one, same thing. I built the tanks. Actually, no, I bought these tanks. I can't take credit for that. I bought them from Paul from Morley Aquariums. I built the rack. I did the side drop filters. Never again. They look kind of cool. They look like they mean business, but man, what a pain in the ass to clean. I feel like we've been through most of these photos in the live streams before. What else is there? One tank I don't really miss, which I don't know why. I should miss it because, like, on paper it's the best tank I've had. My 8'7" by 2'7". What's the time? 5:34. I've got to jump off in a minute. I'm getting so sidetracked in reminiscing on photos. This rack was cool, but it's like there was nothing special about it, if that makes sense. But yeah, I know at least 2 of these tanks got smashed because It's actually the same guy that I sold these tanks to, and he stacked them all like out on the ground in a building yard of a construction yard, and like they just got effing destroyed. It's a bad time. I think John's a bit behind on the live stream. He's commenting on about the shorts, and that was a couple of minutes ago. We were talking about that. Oh well, guys. I'm trying to figure out what was over there so you can see a lot. I think I had 2 5-foots over there from memory. WA bird laws are bloody ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's true. But anyway, guys, I gotta wrap it up. It's only a 40-minute stream tonight. The wife is going out, so I gotta play father. We're not babysitting, we're fathering. Oh damn it, Andrew's just popped in and I'm about to close it down. Oh, sorry mate. You'll have to catch the post stream views. View. Also, our reptiles is ridiculously strict. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I've got to go cook dinner and stuff, so sorry it's a shorter one. Next week we'll bump it up to the full hour, and maybe I'll find some more old photos and like actually put them in a folder so I'm not hunting for them. But, are you ready to go? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.